Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So we're very much on the way now. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
This guy, Calvert-Lewin, is a player whose all-round game has really improved in recent times. He's become...
Oh, shooting chance! He's scored!
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Leeds are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that.
He's found a way through. Posh. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save from up here, I know. Burnau. And it's Ampadu. Now Bogle. Burnau. And it's Tanaka. Leeds are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Como do have a chance to counter here.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to...
Calvert-Lewin! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Leeds with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Como have the chance to go the other way. He's looking unstoppable! And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Alberto Moreno. And it's Morata. Ampadu wins the duel this time. Morata. He's having a hit! That'll be a throw-in. Aronson. Calvert-Lewin. Bogle. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Kakare. Now it's Morata. Bogle. In towards the back stick.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Tanaka. Harrison. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Deftly away. Burnau. Now Aronson.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you could see his annoyance.
Oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
Goodmanson. Tanaka. Nemeka didn't quite work for him. Kakare. And that has left him in a heap. Well read, nice interception.
There will be 1 minute added time.
There will be a throw-in. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Leeds currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
CCTV is now in operation for
It's
your
been
safety.
a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. So the action resumes.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Aimed beyond the defence. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And the counter is on. Tanaka. Burnau. Passes short and sharp. Some resolute defending there. Kakare. Nyonto gets across to intercept that. And here's Morata. Harrison. It's a pretty loose pass. Looking for options for movement. Shapes to shoot! It's a goal! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Leeds restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, that's a key interception. No foul, says the referee.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And it's Bogle. It's played through for him. Oh, that was vital. Deftly away. That's a throw. Oh, good steal. He just read it. And here's Calvert-Lewin. He's a sharp little ball here. Ball swung in. Defending of the desperate variety. Como are looking to break at pace. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Aronson, who's set up one goal so far. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. That's very neat. Kakare. Space for him to turn and look. Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
Yeah, it all looked so promising until unexpected sloppiness intervened.
Ambitious ball here. Good ball over the top. Cleared away. They get a throw in. Now the ball in. And that has been cleared. Knocks it into space. Goodmanson receives it in a wide position.
Substitution on the field. Number 14.
So changes a foot here, and from both sides.
Number 20, Harrison.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour.
Coming on the field, number 19.
James.
Okafor. Number 2.
And the pass is
Number
intercepted.
9.
Nicely
Number
weighted
7.
ball.
Substitutions
well
taking
measured.
place.
Como really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Goodmanson. Now, can they get him away?
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Strout defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now that's well seen too. Now that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Now that looks a decent ball. Not the most accurate pass. There's the crossfield ball. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Good running, strong and purposeful. That's a decent clearance.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Substitution on the field. Number 22, Tanaka. Coming on the field is number 8.
And it's Longstaff.
Substitution in progress.
Shot could be on. Close. Can he finish? Dealt with nicely by the defence.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Quality ball. Leeds need to make something happen here. Now it's James. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Okafor. And he thumps it clear. 90 minutes done then, but that is not the end of it. So we are still gridlocked.
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
The final whistle today.
Well, no winner after 90 minutes, another 30 minutes, hopefully to make a difference. Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Keeper's got good distance on that. Tries to play it through, and he's picked out the run.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Driving forward. Looking for the run. Oh, super find. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Can he get it through? And the finish! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And that's a real chance missed.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Goes for a shot! Oh, he's done it! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Longstaff. Couldn't squeeze it through. Longstaff. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Goodmanson. Okafor chasing after it. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Searching pass he's played there.
There will be
Ampadu.
one added time.
Now Bogle. Tries to pass it through. So that was it, the first period of extra
I'd
time.
like to draw your attention to the screen right now.
The teams then separated by just one significant moment. How telling will that be? The next 15 minutes will decide.
Substitution.
Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? It has been a slugfest. Significant blows landed, but still no knockout. That has been cut short. Ampadu. And it's Bogle. Well, there's the clearance. Great vision. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Can he get on the end of this? Baturina. Paz has got himself a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
Now, there are plenty in the middle waiting for this.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Well, this could be it, bar something close to a minor miracle.
Yeah, it's not looking good, Peter. Never say never, though.
That's good running with the ball. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Longstaff. Stack. Well, they've got plenty back, they can deal with that.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
He's picked his way through. Paz. And that will be the final act. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven. And whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of things. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Leeds never really got into this game. I think conceding early as they did seemed to completely undermine whatever had been put in place before they left that dressing room, and they just didn't readjust to it at all.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Just listen to that noise, this place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, we're on the way. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, someone I see as being a well-rounded forward is Alvaro Morata.
And a chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Calvert-Lewin is offering a wry smile there. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And that is expertly dealt with. Cleared away. Como are looking to go forward now. Now, can they get him away?
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Justin. And that's going right the way across. Tries to pass it through. Pass is just off target. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Tries a deft little ball. And he gets rid in a hurry. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes.
He could tee it up for someone else, but something tells me he'll have a go.
Defending of the desperate variety. Gudmundsson does really well to win the ball there. Burnau. So it is still 0-0.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Harrison. Can he get it through? And he's quick to get rid. And he's only too happy to take that back. Justin. Oh, that's a great run he's made from deep. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Cross goes in there. And it's safely in the keeper's hands.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And it's Morata. Harrison. Calvert-Lewin. Baturina. Great vision. Stack. And claimed it back swiftly. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Calvert-Lewin! Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Harrison. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's good running with the ball. He's found a way through. Gudmundsson. And the counter is on. That's a throw.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Morata. Good ball, good take.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. He's shifting through the gears here. Shot could take the shot! He's scored! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Como are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Como have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Bornau with the foul. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. It is a fair distance from goal. I'm not sure if he'll have a go. It's a goal kick. Strauch. Well, he's hit it long, but astray.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
No, that's been intercepted. Harrison. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he can clear it away. So, a temporary halt to the action. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Leeds unable to get back onto level terms before half-time. They trail 1-0.
After the final whistle today.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. So we're off again.
Leeds really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Okafor. Stack. And he plays one through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he is deftly away.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And he's well... Can he finish? Oh, the ball's well... Oh, what has happened here? Okafor. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Looking to play him in. Didn't quite work for him. Baturina gathers from the goal kick. Now that looks a decent ball. And that has been knocked clear.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Harrison is there, and he can get that clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Okafor charging forward, the ball at his feet. Aims beyond the defence. Calvert-Lewin is flagged offside. Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Challenged just a bit on the firm side.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Substitution on the field. Number 8.
The two coaches
Number
are signalling
20,
changes here, both at the same time.
Number 23. Number 29.
Baturina.
Number 7. Coming on the field.
And it's
Number
made its way
22,
to him.
Tanaka. Number 40. Number 6.
Buonanotte.
Number 14.
Lumecha.
Number 11. Substitution.
Kempf. Done delicately. Chips it through. Plenty to aim at here. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. And it's Baturina. Morata! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Lumecha. Lumecha gets flagged offside. Morata knocks it into space. Aronson back towards the middle. This is a promising build-up. And it's Aronson. Doesn't quite get there. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Now it's Morata. That is ended up in no man's land. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Como clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And that's an excellent interception.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Goes for a shot! It's a goal!
A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Succumbs to the pressure. Tanaka with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick.
Substitutions taking place.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. And that is headed for the middle. And he shoots! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Como find a position of real strength now. Alberto Moreno getting this one clear.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
It's a good foot in there.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, he's burst through. Tries to play it through. Chance for a shot! And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Can he get on the end of this?
Como have really been terrific.
So that's it. It is all over. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited and deserved to be.
And all that remains for me is...